ABC score?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't hear of that. I didn't hear.
Let me briefly describe them to you. So technically, the bleeding risk score, the ABC bleeding risk score, requires whether the patient had prior bleeding, the age of the patient, and then three biomarkers. One is the high sensitive troponin T, the another one is the GDF-15, and the last one is the hemoglobin. And then it provides the bleeding risk score for the patient.
I don't hear of that before that. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah.
Then another one, the ABC stroke risk score. It also uses whether the patient had prior stroke, the age of the patient, and whether we need to have the high sensitive troponin T and the NT-proBNP results of the patient. And then it estimates the potential risk of stroke. When you hear about these personalized scores, what are your first impressions, Professor?
It's very easy. It's very, it can be used in the clinic, more useful. Yeah, it's very, the items of the risk score is not so much. As you see, there's a lot of markers, a lot of items. You have to check it. ABC is more usable.
I understand that it's relatively easy to use. I'm just wondering that besides that, what advantages and disadvantages you would see for this new personalized risk scores?
Yes, it's more useful. It's more, you can use H and B, the chemistry, BNP, and the other troponin levels. It's very easy.
Very good. And in what specific patients you would use these scores, or what are the kind of like patient scenarios where you think they would be most applicable?
Especially in the young patients. In the young patients, it's more important to introduce an anticoagulant therapy because of in the high age patients, about those 60, 65, it's very easy to start the anticoagulation therapy. But in the young patients, it's more complicated to start anticoagulant therapy.
When you say young patient, how do you define young patient? It's younger than 65, maybe younger than 60?
Yeah, younger than 50. It's 40 years old who has a stroke or is a transient ischemic attack, or the patient come to emergency department because of atrial fibrillation. Do we start the anticoagulant therapy or not? It's very complicated. It's very important.
I see. And when you think about these new risk scores, would you use them in your practice if you get a chance tomorrow to see a patient? If you would consider using them, why? If you wouldn't use them, why not?
I write the items of the Hasbulla score, so I would like to use more frequently to calculate the patient's bleeding score to start a new regime, new therapy for patients. As I mentioned, Chetrask is I always do it. It's not so problem for us, for me.
Very good. The ABC risk score both of